Okay, so these are the three different types of belaying. There's nuance within this, especially in alpine environments. Sometimes there's different ways of belaying. Um, this isn't for everything, but for sport climbing and sport climb multi pitching, for this one specifically, these are the three types of belays that you do the most. So these two actually get done in gyms fairly often, gyms with ropes. So top rope belaying is going to be when the rope is already running through the anchor. So if you're unfamiliar with this type of diagram, each one of these little X's represents a bolt in the wall, which looks similar to this, that you would clip on the way up. And then at the top, there's an anchor. So you'd build an anchor or it's pre-made. So the rope in a top rope belay scenario would already be running up and down. So if this is my little climber and this is my belayer, as they're climbing up, the rope is already to the top. So all the belayer has to do is take in rope as they're going up, right? So that's what top rope belaying is. Now lead belaying is very different. Importantly, belaying is the act of managing the rope for the climber as they're climbing. So say now this guy's climbing, guy or girl's climbing, and the rope isn't already in the anchor. They're going to be clipping bolts as they go up, and that's what we call lead belaying. This can be done, or this same word gets used whether you're placing traditional equipment, whether you're using sport climbing equipment, even if you're ice climbing or alpine climbing. If you're the one leading up and you're not using any gear that's pre-placed, they call that leading. I mean, the bolt's pre-placed, and maybe the quick draws are on there, but you're still leading. So that's what that's called. And then the last one is a top belay. So this is primarily used in multi-pitch scenarios. Um, can't really think of any other place it would get used. Maybe if you were lowering someone, but that's quite advanced. And this is a more advanced skill, top belaying. We're not going to talk about how to do that in this lesson, but it's important that you know it's there. It's kind of funny how similar it is to top rope belaying. But top belaying is when the person is at the top. Usually they are secured themselves into the anchor, to something around the anchor, and the rope's going down to their partner, who is then climbing up. And it's a fairly easy thing to do because all they're doing is pulling rope in as they're coming up. But there's a lot of rope management involved. You got to choose how you set up your anchor. And then eventually, if you were in a multi-pitch, you would get to your partner, and then you either switch leads or the same person who went up the first time would go. So those are the three main types of belaying. And now we're going to get into some more words that are communicated and also words that are used in the lead belaying world.